My name is Ganesh Rao. Just to introduce myself, I have close to 38 years experience in this field, in agrochemical or agriculture input field, having started my journey in 1985. So my journey started with the shell. By then we used to call it as a Burma shell, Royal Dutch Burma shell. And that was in the discovery team. I did work with the product like Cascade, No Mold, to name few of them. Then became an employee of Dow. And it was almost 25 years I served in Dow. Sales, then I became the marketing head for herbicides for India as well as Asia APEC. In 2012, if I remember correctly, I joined UPL as a global product manager, head of the global product manager herbicides. And then it was like all through till my retirement in 2023. Regarding the product PLM, you call it as a product lifecycle management. It's an idea. If you see, this concept has started in 1931, way back, very, close to 95, 98 years, if I have to calculate way back. And then in 1951, I think the clear picture was given by the AMC, American Water Company. And the management schools took it up as a study from 1980s onwards. And it was a very traditional graph. If you look at a linear one, starting from introduction, growth, maturity, and decline. So I'm going to talk about what was earlier and what's going to be different now, how it is relevant to the current situation. So lots of things have changed, and it's been changing. A lot of headwinds and a lot of challenges, and a lot of change in customer preferences. So when it comes to the PLM, we are going to talk about product lifecycle management. There is another part which is in relation with this product data management, which we are not going to talk. But they are related, but they are not interchangeable. So if you have to have a good PLM understanding, probably you might choose to have a good PDM understand, product data management understand. So we'll also talk about the other adjacent aspects of PLM. We are going to talk about the CRM, customer relation management. That's very important. And we are going to talk about the market segmentation. And we are also going to talk about the supply chain management. That's very important part of it. So are we saying that whatever you have learned in 1984 is irrelevant? No, we are not going to say that. Are we going to say that is it an obsolete? No. And we are going to use the same framework, and we are going to add something which are very relevant to the current situation. Prefix and also the suffix, both parts, so that make it more relevant for the coming generation of the new generation, the startups or ACM companies, the marketing managers, the sales managers, whoever is in the stakeholders list, to manage their product better. When we were handling the product, and what has been told to us is to look at the introduction, those 4 phases. If you remember, if you have come from business school or if you have gone through some of the trainings, and it's very clear. It's like it starts with the introduction, the growth, and the maturity and the decline. And each phase has a description, starting from introduction, growth, maturity, and decline. So what was then objective? The PLM was to introduce the product, and with some market. I don't know, many of the companies they didn't do. Many of the companies just went after the market share aspiration, like, oh, this product has 30% market share, so let me introduce my version and of it and take maybe 3%, 2%, and then exit. But that's not the real, product cycle management we are talking about. So we are talking about the product cycle management coming after a proper concept and the design. And what are we going to add before the introduction phase is the concept and the design. So, and essentially, as a people manager today, or a marketing manager, or whosoever it may be, you are related with the product, your endeavor is to have a right product for next 3 years and 5 years and 10 years horizon. Because let's take an Indian context where you take 3 to 4 years, and some circumstances you might take more than 5 years for your product to be get regulatory approved. And then whatever you thought today is relevant may not be relevant. That is where the concept is, that concept which I am going to convert into a design, then it becomes a physical product, are relevant, is relevant when the product is being launched. Let's take a small example, 2024. I'm starting a concept and design, and I move quickly, and then I expect the everything go normal, and expect my product launch by 2028 or 2029. Did I envisage the market correctly? Did I choose my product correctly? Do I have my market gap analysis, which is clearly vetted from now to next 5-10 years? Did I understand my farmers' requirements? Is that my offerings, my product features, my product characteristics or benefits to the farmer are going to be relevant by 5 or 10 years down the line? Am I going to make my product successful? Is my organization is going to achieve the goal? What is organization goal? Organization goal is to take the market share and make a decent or good. If it is a disruptive technology, make a lot of money. If it is a Me Too product which is going to grow for next 5 to 10 years, reasonable, the gross margin and the net profit. So these are the things you need to ask before you get into this PLM game. And this is, as I said, this is very dynamic. This will keep changing, and you got to be very, very vigilant and to face this kind of situation. For that, you have to be, you have to be very, very, planning, and you should know the basics of PLM so that you will be very successful in terms of the product creation, right from the concept design till the product exit. And when will the product exit? The product will exit when customer sees a better product. When market sees your product is not so relevant for the current circumstances at that point of time, then the product will start declining. So there are ways and means where you can reinvigorate or rejuvenate the product. And that depends on, again, your calculations, your understanding about the market, the customer's need, and how well you will be able to redefine your product in terms of segmentation, etc., etc. So what this course will help you to your journey, and from now till, so let's categorize into 3 segments, like short term, medium term, and the long term. Generation 1, Generation 2, Generation 3. So example, for Generation 1, probably you will look at the product which is already available. Like you may co-market with some of the multinationals, and probably you may have to look at it, the PLM of that product. So when do you introduce? When do you want to achieve the maximum product sales and the profit? And then when do you want to decrease or exit from the market? And second thing is your own product. Like you create your product with the 2-way, 3-way mixtures, and get it right from day one, right from concept design to development, and as a physical product where you have involved your R&D, formulation, etc., etc. Then you launch your product with all the PDM, the product development, the data management support for your product, and then take it to the market and do all the support and service to get it, on the go fast growth record, and then keep it in the maturity as long as possible, and then exit, and before exit have a replacement strategy for the product. That's also part of the product development, the product lifecycle management. It is not only managing the product, and also at particular juncture, you need to look at what would be the replacement. Is that this product plus something, or is this product for some other segment, some other crop, or some other thing, or you are going to replace this product. If you are planning well, probably after 10-12 years, you will have a product X is going to be replaced by product Y. Is that your strategy? So This will probably help you to launch the product very successful. Create a product, create a concept design, create a physical product, introduce your product, and take it to the maximum growth, where you and your organization will enjoy the benefit of the maximum sales, maximum market share, and maximum the profit. And it's a kind of win-win situation for you and your organization if you can handle the PLM successfully. So that's what the goal of the successful PLM management at this point of time. So you are always welcome. And if it has to be organized. Any questions or any support from our side through the Agzistence platform, this can be organized. It can be company specific, it can be individual specific, or it can be a group. If the group is homogeneous, if they have a question which is homogeneous in nature, then that can be addressed at any point of time. So we don't have a time limit. And as I said, the main idea is to cascade the knowledge which we have, a group of senior people have in this platform, to give it to the new generation to manage their product better and to understand the pain points of the customers and to give the right solution and not misguiding them in the future. Agzistence platform, and as you know, it's a very dynamic, interactive, as we said earlier. And why it's dynamic? Because the headwinds are very frequent, and the situation when it comes to today's market, the market is dynamic. The requirements from the customers or the end users are very challenging. So that is where you need to update yourself. So you need to update your skills. You need to update your the knowledge, and that's where the comprehensive evaluation and assessment features to support the users' professional development. That's the main aim of the Agzistence.